This comes to us from Eric Doherty, who says, update, Zohran Mamdani shocks his supporters by admitting things cannot be free. This is, by the way, like within 24 hours of being elected. First thing he jumps to is, hey, now that I promise you everything's free, you guys got to actually start giving me money for that to actually happen. He's one big scam, begging the working class to fund his quote unquote transition. This is hysterical.
Good morning, New York City, and thank you. Last night we made history, and today we begin the work of making a new administration.
I actually would venture to guess he had this video already pre-made. This was not just made today, ready to go out. This was made probably weeks in advance, assuming the victory, which is actually even scarier because this is something pre-planned.
Welcome to the transition. This is the period over the next few
choice of words, by the way, transition. He knows his audience.
months, we build a city hall that delivers on the promises of our campaign to make New York City affordable.
The promises of our campaign. You won't have to pay for anything. Rent will be more affordable. Food will be more affordable. Everything will be more affordable. In order for that to be a thing, you need to give us money. That just sounds like capitalism with extra steps, bro.
And to make government accountable to the people it serves. As we prepare to govern, we'll start announcing the leaders who will help implement our agenda. People like deputy mayors who oversee entire areas of government, and the commissioners who carry out the critical work of city agencies. These appointments will be driven by excellence, integrity, and hunger.
Oh, it'll be driven by excellence. Is that even a quantifiable thing? Excellence? My excellence is rated a 10 out of 10.
To solve old problems with new solutions. Talking to organizers on the front lines of the fight to improve our city, government veterans with proven track records.
This is the other thing we always talk about on this channel, even when it comes to making video games and stuff like that, where it's like, what does improve even mean? What does better even mean? These are ambiguous words that for one side of the coin mean one thing, and for the other side of the coin mean something completely different. So when you say those words, they're actually meaningless.
Policy experts from around the country and the world, and working people who know better than anyone what our neighborhoods deserve. And this will be a period, like the campaign we ran and the city hall to come, defined by transparency. Because New Yorkers deserve a government they can trust. On January 1st, I will be your mayor. New Year's Day, and a new era for this city. Oh, and
Lord help us all.
One more thing. Remember how I told you a few months ago to stop sending us money? You can start again. This transition requires staff, research, and an infrastructure that can meet this moment. And it will be made possible by the people who built and believe in this movement. So I hope you'll make a donation at transition2025.com. Now let's get to work.
This man is retarded. And what's crazier is the people voting for him, I believe, are even more retarded and will fall for this and start sending money to him. You just hired a guy to create a pyramid scheme for the biggest city in the country. Oh, holy shit. I said, this is actually real. Like, he put it out today. My goodness. NYC is in for a rude awakening. No, I refuse to feel bad for the incoming destruction of your city. Contain it there, like the virus that it is. And this is, by the way, coming from someone in California saying, keep that shit in New York. I thought California was bad. Holy shit. We finally can point somewhere else and say, hey, at least we're not New York. A part of me does feel bad for the morons that voted for this. Not because I think deep down that they're good people. No, but because society at large on a grander scale created the perfect storm environment for this to happen. Forgive them, for they know not what they have done. People have had enough of capitalistic corporate greed and have flippantly decided to toss the future prospects of a broken but functioning society to the wayside in lieu of socialism in the United States of America. It will not work. It will never work. But a part of me feels like they don't care. They're at a tipping point of burning it all down. I said done, but I meant down. Not understanding that those in power and with money will be the first to bounce and leave them to the piles of trash stacking up in the streets. Oh, and adding that whole illegal non-US citizens thing that hasn't helped the equation one bit. From someone over in California who once thought you couldn't do worse than Mayor Karen Bass, congratulations. New York has fallen. And Locke says 50 Cent said it best on Instagram. RIP NYC. Died 2025. Now, MR3D Dev says, nothing will happen because what he wants is not sustainable. It will fail, and he will blame Trump. I was born in a socialist country. I know how this works. Politician here, as you can see, by the way, this is a joke. This is Twitter. Don't ever listen when someone says expert here. As you can see, we don't steal anywhere near enough of your money. So to make up for it, we're literally asking you to give us more money. And if you don't worry. We'll find a way to tax it away from you anyways. Isn't owning the fascist great? And this is just classic. Zohran Mamdani announces his mayoral transition leadership team. All socialist women. What could possibly go wrong?
Dio prioridad a las necesidades de los neoyorquinos luchando por sobrevivir en esta ciudad. Estoy muy orgullosa de formar parte de su equipo de transición y estoy lista para trabajar con usted para que yo...
Bro, what the fuck? That, I believe that's Spanish in America. What are we doing? Imagine voting for that. Holy shit. Andrew at Don't Walk Run, which by the way, highly recommend following this channel. Great channel, very entertaining and funny guy. Says, can we please just be honest and admit that Mamdani sounded like Hitler last night? Which I have not seen this yet, by the way. Curtis Hoke says, CNN's Van Jones was not a fan of Zohran Mamdani's angry, far-left, rage-filled speech.
I think the Mamdani that we saw on the campaign trail, who was a lot more calm, who was a lot warmer, who was a lot more embracing, was not present in that speech. And I think that Mamdani is the one you need to hear from tonight. There are a lot of people trying to figure out, can I get on this train with him or not? Is he going to include me? Is he going to be more of a class warrior, even in office? I think he missed a chance tonight to open up and bring more people into the tent. I think he
doesn't care. He won. He can push his agenda now. He doesn't have to be nice and invite more people in. This is what they do. They come into your spaces, then gatekeep you out of it. Welcome to Gamergate and what it's taught us in the gaming industry. A microcosm of society.
Was sharp. I think he was using the microphone in a way that he was almost yelling. And that's not the Mamdani that we've seen on TikTok and the great interviews and stuff like that. So I felt like there's a little bit of a character switch here where the warm, open, embracing guy that's close to working people was not on stage tonight. And there was some other voice on stage. That said, he's very young. And he just pulled off something that's very, very difficult. And I wouldn't write him off, but I think he missed an opportunity to open himself up tonight. And I think that will probably cost him going forward.
I can't help but think that this is one of those Illuminati, World Economic Forum. Somebody placed this guy in there because there is no way a dude like this could just rise up and just come out of nowhere and push socialism in New York City. Give me a break. I'm not buying that for a second. Cam Higby says, shocking. Mamdani voter says that when the billionaires leave due to high taxes, the middle class should have taxes raised. Tax the shit out of everybody. These people view you as slaves. Wake up. These people are retarded. What the hell?
Well, how are we going to pay for it?
How are we going to pay for it with tax money? With tax dollars.
Okay, where are the tax
Oh,
dollars
I love it. Oh, taxes. That's how we pay for it. Just tax people.
come
Tax
from?
dollars are coming from all of the billionaires and wealthy people. That
Well, they already pay, the top 1% already pays 50% of all taxes. Yeah.
Can you
IRS data reflects that the top 1% already pays 50% of all taxes. But I ask you, so if you tax the rich to oblivion,
Yes.
what happens when the rich leave the city? Who's to tax then?
They won't leave the city.
Why?
They won't leave. They'll just keep giving us all their money. What a fucking idiot. These people own infinite houses. They'll just sell their real estate there and be like, yeah, fuck this place. I'll just put up my main residence somewhere else. These are the people that voted. My God.
Why not? They've already done it in California.
because in New York State we have Wall Street. They're not leaving. And so what
You
if
think they can't leave? Then who are you going to tax when they leave?
we're just going to continue taxing people? But your
Oh,
argument,
the middle class, right?
yes, actually, the middle class.
Oh, okay, so you explained it. So we're going to tax the shit out of the middle class when the rich people leave after you tax the shit out of them.
I think we should tax the shit out of everybody. Yes, I think the middle class should be taxed 50% like it does in Sweden.
I don't know about you guys, but it sure sounds a lot like communism and a nanny state. And I will just work and give all my money to the government and trust them with my money, that they will do the right thing because I need somebody to tell me what to do all the time. Holy shit. These are real people. These are real people. These are people that are walking around. They speak our language. They at least look like humans. Sometimes they can fool people. I wonder. Again, I mentioned this previously, talking about Mamdani. I'm starting to think Men in Black was a documentary. Schizosaurus for the two. Check DM to see how NYC is doing right now. POV. Oh, yeah, I saw this.
Allahu Akbar, Allahu Akbar, Allahu Akbar, Allah.
Like, by the way, it 100% is. It is a takeover. It 100% is.
Allahu Akbar. Ashhadu an la ilaha أشهد أن لا إله إلا الله.
So, Sharia law win? Just wondering.